I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
You have the right to remain silent.
He's a cop, out of options.
Crazy son of a bitch, you're out of here.
Out of uniform and out of control.
We're supposed to stop the bad guys, not process them. Now we've been hated by the same people we're supposed to protect.
Now he's a one-man wrecking machine on a mission of justice.
Let us begin.
From the executive producer of Internal Affairs and the producer of Deep Cover comes the hottest stars of martial arts. Jeff Wincott of Martial Law 2, Undercover in the series Night Heat. Shepard, two-time women's black belt kata champion. Matthias Hughes of Star Trek 6, Kickboxer 2, Talons of the Eagle and Black Belt. And Brigitte Nielsen of Beverly Hills Cop 2, Rocky 4 and Cobra. Mission of Justice. Available only from Republic Pictures.
Hey folks, this is Matt once again, and just wanted to give a simple review for sort of a shout out to the Flying Ninja 1, who was nice enough to send me this movie along with a few others. I did see American Kickboxer 2, by the way, and I didn't do a review for that, but it was so bad the guy sent me the DVD unopened. So it was so bad that not only did he not open it, he wanted to get it the fuck out of his country in the UK ASAP. And it's bad, but it was entertaining. It really is one of those so bad it's funny movies. So bad it's entertaining. But I just didn't want to review it. I didn't see the Blood Fist films because I'm just, my Don the Dragon Wilson just overcome. But I'll see those sometime, but not anytime soon, just Don the Dragon Wilson, man. But he sent me this film, Mission of Justice. Now, Jeff Wincott, he's an action star that I didn't really know much about. I had heard of him, but I hadn't really seen many of his films. And I had reviewed one of his movies previously, and I've already forgotten what the hell movie I reviewed with Jeff Wincott. But it was a film that really wasn't that impressed. And I know it was a film that had a Last Man Standing, that's what it was. And actually, Class Rocker was a guy who wanted me to review it. No? I guess I've seen two of them, actually. Whoops. That was Open Fire. I forgot to review Last Man Standing. Whoops. Shit. You know, I've completely forgotten about that movie. I saw that movie? Shit. I don't remember that movie, but I saw it, I guess. It's reviews right there on YouTube. Wow, I don't remember a fucking thing about this movie. Wow. I saw the movie. I mean, I saw it on YouTube for free. I don't remember anything about the movie. Oh, okay. I remember that stunt because I put some footage in it. Okay, I did like it. Damn it. How the fuck, man? I fucking forgot about it. Shit. So I've seen 3 Jeff Wincott movies. I like Last Man Standing. As I'm watching my review, I have it on mute, but I'm seeing the clips I put up. Yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah. I don't own the film because I saw on YouTube. I thought it was a really fun movie. Open Fire was the one I was talking about that I didn't like. Open Fire with him, and it's kind of like a Die Hard type of thing where it's like a new power plant or something like that gets taken over. But I wasn't really a fan of Open Fire. But I did see Last Man Standing with Jeff Wincott. Not the Bruce Willis film. The one with Jeff. Wow. I completely forgot. Shit. But anyway, I saw this film, Mission of Justice. I gotta say, I'm coming around to Jeff Wincott. Now after remembering that, that's so horrible. But I just, because I don't own the movie, and I've only seen it once. But, I know I didn't rant on it. It's coming back to me now. But Mission of Justice, I was entertained by this film. It's a low-budget film, but you know what? This is a low-budget, but entertaining film. Not only does it star Jeff Wincott, we have Brigitte Nielsen, of course, from Cobra, Rocky 4, Beverly Hills Cop 2, Married to Flavor Flav. You want from Schwarzenegger to Stallone to Flavor Flav. I think she has something with Stallone, with Schwarzenegger. I know she was married to Stallone. She went from Sly to Flavor Flav. You also have Matthias Hughes. That guy seems familiar. Matthias Hughes was the bad guy, the alien bad guy in I Come in Peace. He was also the bad guy in No Retreat, No Surrender 2, a fun movie. But Mission of Justice, you have Jeff Wincott. He's a cop who, a little bit rough on his suspects, but he has a true sense of justice as well. And one thing leads to another. Like, you have a little opening where he fights off these, after messing with this guy, arresting this guy who was beating up on this woman and wanting the woman to testify, and ultimately she decides she's going to press charges. Well, what happens is, also, they stop a store from being robbed. And you have really decent fighting choreography in there. But unfortunately, the asshole captain, I think he's the captain, or sergeant, either one, he lets that guy go that they arrested who was beating up on this woman because that guy is it's like the head guy snitch. Jeff Wincott realizes it's too late, goes over there and realizes that the guy they arrested before, the snitch, the guy's beating up on his woman again, but only this time she dies. She passes away. And, of course, Jeff Wincott gets pissed at this, strikes his commanding officer, and says, fuck this, I'm gone. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of bullshit like this that got a woman killed because his supervisor is an asshole, like happens to a lot of us. Asshole supervisors who think they know everything and they don't know jack shit. He smashes the shit out of his supervisor, quits. And I want to also give a shout out to Jeff Wincott's partner in the film. I believe it's Karen Shepard. And she did a really good job in this film. She's another cop who, again, is his partner. I believe it's Karen Shepard. And trying to see what other film she's been in. She was in Firestorm? Really? Cyborg 2? Really? America 3000, The Concrete Jungle, The Shinobi Ninja. She was in a film called Above the Law, but it's not the one with Steven Seagal. It's a film with Cynthia Rothrock and such. But this girl, Karen Shepard, I think she did a really good job, Karen Shepard, because I was really impressed with her martial arts talents. When she has fights, she has not tons of fights, but she has a few fights, and she does some really top-notch choreography. So she's not a damsel in distress. She's not a woman who okay, she gets the shit kicked out of her all the time, except maybe she gets one thing right or two things right. No, she holds her own. She's able to hold her own, and she really does a good job with it. She does a wonderful job with it, and she's a badass. Especially in this film, she was a pretty good badass. I'm basically trying to see any other film she was in. I'm sure people out there will let me know, but yeah, she really held her own. But anyway, like I said, he quits because he doesn't like the politics, and he's trying to figure out what to do, and he visits his friend. This guy used to be a boxer, but owns his gym, and it's actually Tony Burton from the Rocky films, Apollo Creed's trainer who later helped out Rocky, and he was in Rocky Balboa. Let's get some hurting bombs. Tony Burton, who was also in the original Assault Precinct 13, he makes an appearance here. And he's an old friend of Jeff Wincott and vice versa, and he invites Jeff Wincott to, since he's a boxer, to help train these kids martial arts moves. And he's like, I'll think about it. He leaves, and then you get into the plot of the story where you have Brigitte Nielsen. She's a woman who is running for mayor. And she had this facility called the Mission of Justice. And what it is that people who want to come in, they have them come in, they train them. They train them as peacekeepers. So they can go out into the street, and it's kind of like a legitimate vigilante group. They don't carry guns. If there's help, they're kind of like a neighborhood watch, but on a much more tougher, bigger scale. In a way, it's kind of like a legitimate vigilante group, in a way. And the way she puts this up is that lets those people do the cop's job, and the public, all right, we're finally getting some help, and then she gets more buzz, more votes, so that she can be voted mayor. But long story short, which is never the case in my reviews, her way of doing things are not the best. Like, they'll strap people and ask them questions, and once in a while give them a shock. They'll videotape stuff, so if they say something, then they don't want to be with them anymore. Like, Tony Burton didn't want to be with them anymore. They have evidence that could hurt them, like evidence that could strip away his title that he won years before and stuff. He doesn't want anything to do with these people. It's like, okay, if you're not with us, you're against us, and if you don't want to comply, we'll, terminate you. And so Matthias Hughes and Tony Burton get in a fight. Of course, Matthias Hughes beats him up, and ultimately Brigitte Nielsen kills Tony Burton. And then Jeff Wincott's pissed because it's his friend. He wants to know what's going on. Via a few clues, realizes that the Mission of Justice is involved. And since he's quit the force, he's not a cop anymore. He's gone in and decides to join and figure out what's going on. Finds out that there was someone there who's a witness. He's also a peacekeeper. I think the actor's name is Billy Sly Williams. Which, that's a cool name, Billy Sly Williams. It's so cool, you wonder if it's made up. Billy Sly Williams. What's your name? I'm Billy Sly Williams. Yeah, it's so cool it has to be made up or something. Billy Sly. I'm looking up to see what else he's done. Because he did a good job in here too. Not much. I mean, spit roles. Like, he was a paramedic in Predator 2. Let's see. Yeah, not much. TV series. Played 8-Ball in Scanner Cop. Not much to it other than that. But he's one of the pieces. He witnesses the crime, and basically Jeff Wincott infiltrates it and fucks shit up. Now, what I liked about this film is, again, Jeff Wincott has grown on me after remembering that one film. But this film, Jeff Wincott, I thought he did a good job. I'm not saying it's a film that has the most perfect acting. I'm not saying it's a film that the plot has never been done before. But I don't know, I like the idea. I like the idea of You have this legitimate vigilante group that the cops are kind of at odds with. I like that idea. I like Jeff Wincott. I like his partner, the woman police officer, female police officer, because she can hold her own. Really good martial artist. She doesn't take shit. She's not like, oh, you know, oh, help me. No, she's a fighter. I like that. She's a fighter, and she kicked some good ass. She kicked some ass very well. This, again, Karen Shepard, I believe is her name. But in this fight here, she has with, that's her, and she has a fight with this chick, and really good fight scene. But Jeff Wincott has some badass stuff too. Like there's a moment where he's about to sort of graduate. In order to do so, you have to sort of go into this. They have bunches of men on either side. It's basically this scene here. I'm going to try to find footage and put it at the beginning. Of course, these sticks do make an appearance. And what's the word for those kind of sticks? I think there's a certain word for it. Maybe they just call sticks, or I'm sure someone out there will know a certain phrase to call the sticks. Maybe they're just sticks, I don't know. But you have to go on sort of this, go through all these guys. They're standing in this long hallway, men on each side. They also have these things too. And if you run this gauntlet, then you can become a member. So two guys go in, they get their ass kicked. He goes in. He fucks everybody up. It was really well done, exciting scene. Definitely, I'd say my favorite part of the movie, because it's a really badass sequence. Just pop, 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 pop. Well done, well choreographed. Wasn't goofy, at least in my opinion. Badass. It shows Jeff Wincott is a solid martial artist. Just a very well done action sequence. And then he joins up, and certain things happen. You get to like there's another good action fight scene inside a garage where these bad guys are, because they're peacekeepers, the bad guys are doing this chop shop sort of thing, and Jeff Wincott, this other guy, and Billy Sly Williams, the three of them go in there and they fuck shit up. And again, a really well done fight sequence, really hard hitting fights. You know, the guys attack him with a drill and he fucks him up. A guy's attacking with like a little chainsaw, and just really well done choreography. I'm not going to go into certain specifics because I think you guys should check it out. It's, if you like martial art films, if you like action films, if you enjoy the films of early Van Damme, Steven Seagal, stuff like that, I think you'll like the film. You know, it's entertaining. I think Brigitte Nielsen actually did a pretty decent job. Kind of reminds you a little bit of Beverly Hills Cop 2, you know, her being a bad guy. Matthias Hughes is a talented martial artist. If you've seen No Retreat, No Surrender 2, you know what I mean. And he makes for a good bad guy, like in I Come in Peace. And he has an fight with Jeff Wincott, which is decent. You know, I do wish it could have been a little bit better towards the beginning. It's kind of like a little bit more shoving and, you know, pushing Jeff Wincott down the stairs. But the ending bits are pretty decent. I guess, you know, I just keep thinking about there's a really better end fight scene in No Retreat, No Surrender 2. And I thought some of the actions before were a little bit better than the last fight. In fact, part of me thinks that this fight that the woman Karen Shepard had with this other girl who also knows martial arts, the good chick versus the bad chick, that fight was almost more interesting than the end fight with Matthias Hughes and Jeff Wincott. I thought that was kind of disappointing. A little bit. I mean, it wasn't a terrible fight, but it was a little bit disappointing. But it has a good ending where he really shows that he can do some moves and kicks Matthias Hughes out a window. Shows the world that Brigitte Nielsen is a bitch and saves the day. Arrests her. Billy Sly Williams, the informant, is going to testify. You get an idea that he's going to go back on the force. And it's all good. So I really don't know what else to say. I mean, what more can I say about Mission of Justice? It's, you know, I'm not sure what's considered Jeff Wincott's best film. But Last Man Standing and this film, after getting and watching this film, it's a good one. Really enough, I think Jeff Wincott has had some bit parts in some bigger movies like SWAT and Unstoppable. I guess Jeff Wincott's actually in Unstoppable with Denzel Washington. I don't remember him in it, but apparently he is. But I don't remember which part he was. I don't remember seeing him, but maybe I have to see Unstoppable again. But either way, if you look at a title like Mission of Justice, and if you see this cover, and if it seems like your kind of film, then I don't think you'll be disappointed. I like the idea behind the film. I thought Jeff Wincott was good. I thought his partner, she wasn't a pushover. She wasn't dancing on distress. She could hold her own. Brigitte Nielsen, Matthias Hughes made... I like them as the bad guys. Yeah, a few standout fight sequences, especially the gauntlet scene, as I call it, that hopefully you'll see some of it. I won't show the whole thing, but I hope some of it at the beginning of this video, if I can find it. But either way, it's worth a look. And I want to thank the Flying Ninja one for sending me this. It was... I did get the other one, I guess, Last Man Standing. Maybe watch it again since I completely forgot about it. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care. And again, if you're a Jeff Wincott fan, if you haven't seen this, you'll enjoy it. And for any hardcore Jeff Wincott fans, what's considered his best film? Is it this film? Or is it something else? You guys can feel free to let me know. I know I did not like Open Fire. Open Fire, duck down, and stick your ass in the air. Be better than watching that movie. But that's just me. But this is a much better movie. So either way, thanks for watching. Take care. And we'll see you later. Ciao.